Learn English through story. The secret path of desire. In the heart of a bustling city where dreams collided with reality, there lived a man named Adrian. He was an architect, renowned for his innovative designs that seamlessly blended nature with urban life. Despite his professional success, Adrian felt an emptiness gnawing at his soul. Each day, he would sit in his sleek office, gazing out at the city skyline, dreaming of a life filled with passion and authenticity. Adrian's life was a meticulously crafted facade, one that adhered to the expectations of his family, his colleagues, and society at large. He had followed the prescribed path: school, university, a stable job, but with each passing year, the weight of conformity pressed heavier on his shoulders. He longed for something more, something deeper than the sterile walls of his office and the hollow accolades he received. One dreary afternoon, as the rain fell in heavy sheets, Adrian sought refuge in a small cafe, copyright tucked away in a quiet alley. The warmth of the place enveloped him as he entered, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingling with the scent of pastries. It was there he met Elena, an artist who frequented the cafe copyright to sketch the world around her. With unruly curls cascading over her shoulders and paint-stained fingers, she exuded a vibrant energy that drew him in. Their conversations flowed effortlessly, revealing shared dreams and desires that had long been buried under the weight of their responsibilities. Elena spoke of her passion for art, her desire to capture the beauty of life through her brush strokes. As Adrian listened, he felt a spark ignite within him, a flicker of hope that maybe, just maybe, he could rediscover his own passions. Over the weeks that followed, Adrian and Elena met regularly. They explored the city together, visiting art galleries and parks, breathing in the colors and sounds that invigorated their spirits. Each encounter chipped away at the walls Adrian had built around his heart. He began to express his desires, sharing sketches of buildings that merged with nature, free from the constraints of conventional design. In Elena's presence, he felt liberated, as if he could shed the burden of expectation and embrace his true self. One day, as they wandered through a sun-drenched park, Elena stopped suddenly, her gaze fixed on a sprawling oak tree. "Look at that tree," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "It's a masterpiece of nature. It grew against all odds, twisting and turning toward the light. Isn't that how we should live?" Adrian felt a rush of understanding. The tree embodied resilience, a willingness to defy convention and seek its own path. "Yes," he replied, "but it's easier said than done. The world expects us to follow a specific course, to fit into predefined molds." Elena smiled knowingly. "But what if we carve our own paths? What if we choose to pursue what truly matters to us?" Her words resonated deep within him, awakening desires he had long suppressed. That evening, under a starlit sky, Adrian returned home filled with a newfound determination. He stood at his window, looking out at the city lights twinkling like stars on earth. In that moment, he resolved to take the first step toward embracing his desires. He would begin to incorporate more of his passion for nature into his architectural work, daring to push the boundaries of traditional design. The following days brought a wave of creativity. Adrian poured himself into his sketches, envisioning buildings that breathed with life via structures adorned with vertical gardens, solar panels glistening in the sun, and spaces that fostered community. As he presented his ideas at work, he met skepticism and resistance from his colleagues who were entrenched in the status quo. Yet, each rejection fueled his resolve. He knew he was on the right path, one that felt true to himself. Elena continued to be a source of inspiration. She invited Adrian to her art exhibitions, where he witnessed the raw power of self-expression. The passion radiating from her paintings ignited a fire within him, urging him to break free from the chains of conformity. Together, they dreamed of a future where their talents intertwined, art and architecture merging to create spaces that celebrated life in all its forms. However, the journey was not without its challenges. As Adrian began to gain recognition for his unconventional designs, he faced criticism from peers and clients alike. They called his ideas impractical, a departure from what was deemed realistic. Doubt crept into his mind, whispering that perhaps he should abandon this pursuit and revert to the safety of convention. Yet, each time he felt the urge to retreat, he remembered the tree, its resilience, its courage to stand tall against the winds of adversity. One particularly difficult day, after receiving harsh feedback on a proposal, Adrian found himself wandering through the city streets. The vibrant colors and bustling life around him seemed muted, his heart heavy with uncertainty. He stumbled upon a street artist painting a mural on the side of a building. Intrigued, he paused to watch as the artist transformed a blank wall into a breathtaking explosion of color and emotion. "Why do you do this?" Adrian asked, captivated by the artist's skill. The artist paused, brush in hand, and smiled. "Because it's what I love. I want to share my vision with the world, even if not everyone understands it." Those words struck a chord deep within Adrian. He realized that the essence of desire lay not in seeking validation but in the act of creation itself. In that moment of clarity, he resolved to forge ahead, to embrace the uncertainty and continue pursuing his vision, regardless of external judgment. Emboldened, he invited Elena to collaborate on a community project, a space that would blend art and architecture, fostering creativity and connection among residents. Together, they envisioned an open-air gallery surrounded by lush greenery, a sanctuary for artists and dreamers alike. The project gained traction, drawing interest from the community and local organizations. As the weeks turned into months, Adrian found himself invigorated by the momentum of their collaboration. The challenges they faced only deepened their bond, as they learned to navigate the complexities of bringing their vision to life. Through late-night brainstorming sessions and shared cups of coffee, they discovered the beauty of vulnerability and the power of partnership. However, as their project began to take shape, Adrian's past loomed like a shadow. His employer, a traditional architectural firm, was displeased with his shift in focus. One afternoon, he was summoned to a meeting with the senior partners. As he entered the sleek conference room, tension hung thick in the air. "Adrian," the lead partner began, his voice cold and disapproving, "we've noticed your recent detours from our established practices. This community project is a broken bar unconventional." Adrian took a deep breath, recalling the lessons he had learned from the tree, the artist, and Elena. "With all due respect, I believe that architecture should evolve. It should inspire and connect with the community. This project is a reflection of that belief." The room fell silent, his colleagues staring at him in disbelief. He felt the weight of their expectations pressing down, but he stood firm. The fear of losing his job loomed large, but the thought of stifling his creativity felt even more unbearable. After what felt like an eternity, the lead partner spoke. "If you continue down this path, you may jeopardize your position here." Adrian nodded, knowing in his heart that he was willing to take that risk. "I appreciate your concern, but I must follow my passion. I can't ignore the call of my desires any longer." With that, he left the meeting, his heart racing but his spirit unbroken. As Adrian and Elena worked tirelessly on their community project, they found support from unexpected places. Local artists and residents rallied behind them, excited about the prospect of a vibrant space where creativity could flourish. The project began to gain media attention, and soon, the vision they had nurtured was set to become a reality. On the day of the grand opening, Adrian stood before the crowd, his heart pounding with a mixture of nerves and excitement. The open-air gallery was a testament to the power of Desire, a space alive with color, laughter, and the vibrant energy of creativity. As he looked around, he saw people from all walks of life coming together to celebrate art and community. Elena stood beside him, her eyes sparkling with pride. "We did it," she whispered, squeezing his hand. Adrian smiled, overwhelmed by the moment. "We did." "This is just the beginning." As they cut the ribbon, the crowd erupted into applause. Adrian felt a wave of gratitude wash over him at the challenges, the doubts, the fears that they had all led to this moment of fulfillment. The secret path of desire had led him to a place of authenticity, connection, and joy. In the months that followed, Adrian continued to work on projects that blended art and architecture, each one a reflection of his journey toward self-discovery. He had become a champion for creativity, advocating for designs that honored the environment and nurtured community. His collaboration with Elena deepened, their bond strengthening through shared dreams and aspirations. Adrian often reflected on that fateful day in the cafe. Copyright, the moment he met Elena and began to explore the depths of his desires. He realized that the path to fulfillment was not always straightforward. It was a winding road filled with uncertainty, challenges, and growth. But it was also a path illuminated by passion, creativity, and the connections forged along the way. Years later, as he stood in front of a new project, a community center dedicated to the arts, Adrian felt a profound sense of purpose. He had learned that desires are not just whims but are integral to one's identity. They are the compass guiding us through life, urging us to embrace our true selves, no matter how unconventional that may be. In the end, Adrian discovered that the secret path of desire is not about achieving external validation or success. It is about embracing authenticity, pursuing passions, and living a life rich with meaning. It is a journey that invites us to explore the depths of our souls, to connect with others, and to create spaces that reflect the beauty of our dreams. And so, with every sketch, every building, and every moment shared with Elena, Adrian continued to walk that secret path, knowing that it would lead him to the heart of who he truly was. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.